for everybody? Yeah, can we move ahead now? Everybody has the PDF in front of you. So far, Ashtavakra has shown you how you are not the seer, you are not the hearer, you are not the smeller, you are not the toucher, and you're not even the taster. In short, you are not the controller of the five senses. You are the witness of the five senses playing automatically like a movie playing on screen. In fact, the higher truth is there are no senses. There is no body. There is no mind. There is simply knowledge. And I have put labels to different aspects of one infinite knowledge field. Yes? There is no body, there is no mind, there are no senses, there is no world. There is simply knowledge. Eko. There is simply knowledge. And I have applied labels to different aspects of one infinite knowledge field. Thus, I have in my imagination divided the field into objects, separate objects. I have divided this knowledge field into an external and an internal. This external and internal is okay till the level of communication in the waking world. But the moment I recognize that I am the witness of the waking, of the dreaming, and of the deep sleep darkness, I realize, oh, I am not limited to the waking world. I just hold on to a false illusory belief that I am this body, I have a mind, I am in a world. This is a belief. I have divided the knowledge field into internal and external. This illusory belief is the cause of my suffering. Why do I suffer? Because I want to be in control now, no? You would say, this is me, this body is me. I am in control of the actions of the body. But the truth is, I am not in control. I run behind something, I want to achieve it, attain it, get it. But the body-mind doesn't have the capacity. 15 years, 20 years, 30 years running behind the CEO position, never reached there. I suffer. Why? Because I assumed that I am in control. I do. I can do that. I can achieve that. Till the time I have this false belief that I am the controller, I am bound to suffer. I give you the example of an abstract painting. An abstract painting is nothing but color. But what do you see? Oh, you see one name and form and you say, oh, I see a house there. I see another name and form. I say, oh, this is the moon. I make up shapes, sizes and color. And I label. Painter says, no, it's simply color, it's only yellow color. There is nothing there. No, I see this, I see that. This holding on to my imagination is the cause of my suffering. Very clear? Yeah. There is only witnessing. I can only witness. I can only know. I cannot do. There is no doing happening here. There is no experiencing happening here. Both doership and experiencership are merely imagination. Clear? Just imagination. It was like I was given a role to play. Okay, you play this role, wear this costume, go on stage, recite your dialogues perfectly, okay? So I sit, I memorize my dialogues well, I wear the costume and I ensure that I really look the character. I really put an effort into it. I do a good job. Yeah, I get into the skin of the character completely. I forget who I am. I get into the skin of this character. I memorize the dialogues. Now I go on stage and I do a fantastic job. Yay! Great applause. What does the applause do to me? See, I am such a good character. I am this person. This person got the applause. This character, this costume got the applause. I am this costume. Now I refuse to get off stage. At the end of the scene, people come and tell me, scene is over. Get off stage. You are not the character now. Get out of that costume. Discard that costume. Come to your normal clothes. Remember, you are Ekta. No, I am not Ekta. I just played the queen's role. I am the queen. So I go back home also. I am behaving like the queen. I go to work. I am behaving like the queen. I have completely forgotten I am not the queen. I am Ekta. Do you see this? I am obsessed by my own illusion. I am enchanted. I cannot let it go. Why? Because the ego loved that praise that was given to this costumed character. You see this? Now I've become attached to it. Now, I just gave the example of praise. I must have started loving the story that this character is playing. I must have started loving the fake relationships of this character, the queen. Yes, so there are so many attachments. I fell in love with the kingdom of the queen. Yeah, there's so many enchantments that happen. I start thinking I control the script. Soon I start going and telling the director, no, change the story. Yeah, director says, no, script is written. Cannot be changed. And I want to fight against the script. I don't like the script. I want to control the script. This is suffering. I cannot change the script. The play does not belong to me. It is the director's play. I am just playing a particular part, a particular role that was assigned to me. It's a temporary role, but I have assumed it to be permanent. Yeah? So why am I suffering? Because of my control freak nature. Ahankara vritti. Yeah, we did 2 types of ahankar yesterday. Drishya ahankar and darshak ahankar. Yes. Both drishya ahankar and darshak ahankar suffer from ahankar vritti. I am this. Yes, there is a wrong identification with the costumed character. The body is nothing but a costume, my dear. It's just a costume. You have got enchanted by it. You have got obsessed by it. You want to control it now. It's not in your control. You do not do any actions. You cannot do any actions. At least in a play, when you go on stage, you believe that you are doing the dialogues and the actions per the script. But in this play, I do not do anything. I only watch the play. Give you a simple example. This morning all of you took a shower, hopefully. When you went into the shower, you turned on the warm water automatically. The water was so nice and warm, you're like, I'm going to take a nice long shower. You did not know when the hand went to the shower knob and turned it off. The mind had made another decision, the body did something else. Has happened with you? Yes. If you are very, very keen in observing yourself, you will notice after that you fake it. Oh, I shortened the shower because the session was going to begin. You faked it, you pretended, you made up a story to cover up and justify the action of the body. The body did that automatically without your command. Yeah? Where does this fake story come up from? Ahankara vritti. In short, aham vritti. That false assumption that I take decisions. The false assumptions that I do actions. Yeah. So what does somebody who comes to this realization, this recognition that I have been faking it all my life, what does such a person do? Such a person helps himself recognize, I just created a story about this. I do not control the script. This body-mind character plays automatically on some script which is hidden from me. I cannot see it. It's not in my control. Yes, the ahankara vritti comes up again and again, and it wants to be in control. It wants to change the story. The moment I recognize it, I shun it, reject it, take a step back from it. I cannot do. I simply know. I want to be the character, but I am not. How much ever I fake it, I am not the character. Yes? So start dropping your pretense. Start dropping the fakeness. Please don't go around teaching others. You stop being fake, you stop pretending. No. This knowledge was not given for you to become a preacher. No. This knowledge is simply for you to recognize that I fake, I pretend, I am the one who is creating stories. So I have to withdraw from it. Only when I recognize that, after withdrawing, that I am the drishta, I don't have to become the drishta. I am the drishta, I am the witness. I don't have an option to not be the witness. When this becomes very clear, it also becomes clear that drishta is an infinite field of knowledge. There are no objects out there. There are no people out there. There is nothing to see, nothing to hear, nothing to smell, nothing to taste, nothing to touch. There is no world out there. Jagat mithya. Then you have completed your journey. If this has not happened, then you have not completed your journey. I may have taken 10-15 minutes to explain the whole journey to you, but it's not going to happen in 10-15 minutes. Yeah? You will just be able to memorize or intellectualize it right now. You have to walk the path. You have to taste the gulab jamun, the sweet treat. You have to make that effort of tasting the yumminess and recognizing, aha, this is my true nature. This is the meaning of sweetness. This is me, the sweet piece. I was lying to myself that I am not at peace and I am the body-mind that is suffering in the world. I was lying to myself. Clear? So what is your bondage? Bondage number 1, you are assuming to be the physical body. And you expect that all the actions of this body, all the functions of the senses of the body should be under my control. While the truth is, the body completes the action first and then I know it. For example, this body-mind sitting here completed this sentence and I knew it after. I did not know that this sentence is going to come out right now. Yes? So this is the recognition that you have to work towards. What is bondage number 1? I am assuming that I am this physical body and I am in control of actions. Bondage number 1 is clear? Yeah. What is solution number 1? Recognize that I cook up a story to justify the action. Somebody asks me a question, you said like that. Immediately you stand up and say, I said it because of this. Lies. You didn't say it only. You didn't say it. It is happening. It is happening. And in your moment of truth, you just say, it just happened, you know. I didn't do anything. I didn't mean to say this to you. Do you see this? Many times in your moment of truth, you accept the truth. But where it comes to taking credit, the ego is not ready to let go of the credit. That time it's not ready to say, I'm not doing. Yeah, so start observing this tendency. This is my bondage. Number 1, ownership of actions of the body. That is bondage number 1. Solution number 1, recognize I am cooking up a story to justify why I did a particular action. I should actually be rejecting this story making tendency and be honest. It happened. I did not do anything. Not just when wrong things, wrong actions happen by the body, even in the right actions. This mansion is not mine. I didn't do anything. That money in the bank is not mine. I didn't do anything. Yeah. The position of the CEO of this company, I didn't do anything to get there. I haven't even gotten there. All stories. I reject all stories. Yes, that is solution number 1. I hope you're making notes. Yeah, just by listening, you will not get this. Everybody must attempt to make notes. If you don't have a notebook, get up quickly, run, get a notebook and come. Bondage number 2. The more I assume that I am this physical body, the more it surprises me. The body follows some commands, only some, few commands of the mind, which is those thoughts that come up and go away. It follows a few commands, and then I assume I am the mind that is giving the commands. Okay, I am not the body, I agree. But I am the mind that is giving commands to the body to do the action. This is bondage number 2. Ownership of thoughts. Clear? I see very clearly, thoughts are not in my control. Feelings are not in my control. They just come up, they play for a while and they go away. Again another feeling comes up, plays for a while, they go away. The mind is never in my control. If I were the mind, I would have the control to create a thought. I would have the control to not create a thought. Do I really have the control? The Advaitin sits down, does self-inquiry and recognizes, no, see, this thought arose, I didn't know before it arose what the thought is going to be. That means I did not create the thought. I only assumed all my life till now that I create thoughts. I was lying to myself. I was lying to myself. And you know this in your own experience. Many times a thought comes up and you say, why is this nasty song playing in my head like a broken record? I don't even like this song. I don't want to sing this song. But the song doesn't stop. It's not in your hands, correct? A song is a thought. You want it to stop and it keeps coming up. You want it to stop, it keeps coming up. It keeps playing like a broken record. So you know this. You cannot deny this. You know this. And then you go tell somebody, I don't know why this song is playing in my head. I don't even like this song. It's such an ancient song. They didn't even have any sense of music. And look at the lyrics. Nonsense lyrics. You go on and on. I don't want to think about the song, but the song keeps coming up. So in that moment of truth, you have accepted, you have told yourself the reality that thoughts are not in my control. I am not the creator of thought. Yes, I am simply the knower. The song has arisen, it's playing in my head unnecessarily, and somehow only 2 lines of the song are memorized. The other 2 lines are not memorized. So the 2 lines play with proper lyrics and the other 2 lines play with some broken nonsense lyrics. And you're laughing at your own self for not knowing the 4 lines of the chorus of the song. Yet you want to believe that I am in control. What self-foolery is this? Wake up and see, I do not create thoughts. I am not the thinker of thoughts. Reality is, I only know them after they arise. My ego, aham vritti, hates this truth, that it is not in control. It cooks up a story justifying why that particular song is playing. Any story you will just bring up, anything. Maybe I'm meant to watch that movie or see that song on YouTube. Something, some story you will come up with. No, you are simply the knower of thought. That is your direct experience. So stop lying. Stop faking. Stop creating stories. Very clear? Bondage number 2 is, bondage number 1 was ownership of actions. Yeah. Bondage number 2 is ownership of thought. Very clear? Solution is the same. Recognize the false story created around it. Withdraw from the story. Remind yourself, I am only the drishta, the witness, and the witness only knows. The witness cannot do, the witness cannot create, the witness cannot think, the witness cannot do anything. Any other verbs that come up. The witness simply witnesses what is happening. Yeah? Witnessing is equal to knowing, in simple words. Yeah. So please repeat the self-inquiry meditation. Knowing is my only possibility. The volunteers can post it again today in Flock. So you actually start experimenting with yourself today and recognizing, oh yes, I am only the knower, I am only the witness. Yeah, those who've already done it since our past Ashtavakra session, you can repeat it. Those who are not on Flock, please ensure that you get on Flock. Yeah, it's a good thing to walk with the Sangha. Don't be jealous of the Sangha. It's pointless. Yeah? Don't be jealous that this person is ahead of me. No. Take inspiration from somebody else's experience, sharing, and attempt to see it yourself. Yeah? That is the real meaning of Sangha. Not to envy somebody else's progress. Just take inspiration from somebody else's sharing and you work on yourself. Clear? Okay. Bondage number 3. What is my third bondage? This world. I assume that this world is real. It exists external to this I. The body-mind complex contains the I inside it and the you is external. I have created this division. This is Dvaitam. Very simple. Duality. Dvaitam. Duality. I and you. This assumption creates the biggest suffering. This division that I have created. It's an assumed division. It is not real. There is no external world out there that I can prove. I cannot prove it with sense of touch. I cannot prove it with sense of taste, with sight, sound, smell. I cannot prove it. Just because I touch the glass and I say, okay, this glass exists outside of me. But now I've already recognized me is not this body-mind. Earlier when I was ignorant, I thought I am the body-mind. Now I recognize I am the witness or the witnessing space, witnessing awareness. I am the drishta of the body-mind. So isn't the drishta, that field of the drishta containing not just the body-mind, but also the glass? Can you prove the existence of this glass outside the field of the drishta? Then you can say there is an external existing world. Can you? No, not possible. There is no possibility of anything. Forget this glass. It's just the object closest to me right now. Anything or anybody, any situation. I cannot prove the existence of a person, a situation, or an object outside the field of the drishta. Now that I recognize I am the drishta, it means everything is in me. Everything is in this witnessing space, which means everything is in me. There is no outside. I cannot prove it in direct experience. I can create stories, wonderful Manohar Kahanya. Alice in Wonderland stories I can create, but I cannot prove them. Not through touch, not through taste, not through smell, not through sight, not through sound. All of them happen in me, the drishta field, the field of the witnessing awareness. So what is my bondage number 3? My assumption that there is an external and an internal. Clear? Yeah? This is the Advaitam path. On the Advaitam path, there is an external and an internal. There is an I here and there is a you there. That is where there is constant struggle, constant conflict, constant pain. When you move to the Advaita path, that no, there is no I and you. This assumed I and you is also in the drishta field, one more step beyond the body-mind. See, I am the witness of the body-mind. I am not the body-mind. So both this I and you is in the drishta field. Now you have progressed to Advaitam. Advaitam is school, primary school, middle school, high school. Advaitam is university. To get to university, I have to go through school, right? Can I directly go to university? No. I will go through the Advaitam. I did go through my beliefs of I and you. I went through the struggles of I and you, and I did the spiritual path of I and you. And then there is a I and a God also on the Advaitam path. So there was always duality, not just duality, there was multiplicity, diversity. That created more confusion, more conflict, more struggle. Finally, when you are fed up of that struggle, then only do you have the courage to drop the I in you and go beyond. Then you step beyond I and you to that field of the drishta. You step beyond all opposites. I and you are opposites. Good and bad are opposites. Right and wrong are opposites. Yes? You step beyond all opposites when you take the step to drishta. So recognize that I am the drishta field. I am that awareness field in which the assumption of the I and the you comes up. The assumption of I being this body-mind with an I internally and an external world of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. This division comes up in the drishta field. The drishta field says, the drishta field is Advaitam. Advaitam means non-dual, no two. So forget multiplicity. Yeah? There is no two. Bondage number 3 is clear. I assume that the world is real and exists external to me. This is wrong. This is an assumption, and this creates the suffering. If you start doing your self-inquiry, you start recognizing, it keeps surprising me. If this was I, then this should be in control. Oh, the body is not in my control. The mind should be in my control, not in my control. Feelings, emotions should be in my control, not in my control. Just like I would never want a tiger to chase me, not even in my dream. But I'll end up seeing a dream like that and wake up all frightened, thumping. Oh, it was a dream? Okay. The dream tiger does not exist. You have that recognition? Yeah. Similarly, when you come to Advaitam, you have the recognition, oh, the body mind that was suffering does not exist. The world that was causing the suffering to the body mind does not exist. Just like the dream tiger does not exist. Clear? That is enlightenment. Simple. Just waking up from the dream is called enlightenment. It's that simple. Yeah? So your bondage is created by you because you are unable to see this as a transient waking world thought. Yeah? You are not able to accept that this is nobody. Ego hates to be nobody. Do you recognize this? Ahankara vritti wants to be somebody, something. I am also something. That's what the ego says. And it wants to be something all the time. So the entire Advaita path is nothing but the struggle with the ego. The day the ego accepts the truth, the day the ego becomes humble and says, I surrender, that day you get enlightened. It's that simple. Very clear? And now solution for this bondage number 3. What is the solution? I have to recognize in my experiential recognition that the waking world projection is not outside in, it is inside out. I'll repeat that. The solution for bondage number 3. What is bondage number 3? That there is an I inside and there is an external world outside. I assume that this external world made of matter exists external to the body mind. And I am the body mind. This bondage number 3, the assumption of the external world made of matter. How can this bondage be overcome? What is the solution? By recognizing that I am the drishta and I see the waking world appear, play for a while, maybe 14-16 hours, I label it as time, and it disappears. This waking world is projected from where? From inside out. It was projected from that deep sleep nothingness, first as a dream thought. There was a dream world and a dream character in that dream thought. There was sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. There was earth, water, fire, ether, air. A proper world was projected. From where? From the deep sleep nothingness, from inside out. Then from the dream came the waking. So from where was it projected? From inside out. Are you getting it? There is no proof of an external physical world made of matter that I can prove in my direct experience. Do you get it? I can go into the laboratory and do complex scientific experiments to prove that Earth exists. But your laboratory also exists in that which you are trying to prove, no? Your laboratory exists in the waking world that you are trying to prove exists. Yeah? You have to prove that the waking world exists outside the field of the drishta. Not possible. And the field of the drishta is nothing but nothingness. Yeah? The deep sleep nothingness. That same nothingness manifests the dream world and the dream character. A dream world and dream character are projected from the nothingness. So what are they going to be made up of? Nothingness. A wave arises in the ocean. Is the wave made of something else other than what the ocean is made up of? No, it's exactly the same thing, H2O. So if something arises out of the nothingness of deep sleep, obviously it is made up of nothingness. Could you touch the dream tiger? Can you prove it the dream tiger exists? No, you will say, no, it doesn't exist. It's made of nothing. It's made of nothing, nothing. Similarly, from that dream state projects the waking state. The projection is inside out, not outside in. As is the projection, so is the perception. Inside out, not outside in. So when this becomes clear, that's it, you've reached the peak where you recognize that there is no external world made of matter that exists outside of me. Everything is in me, the drishta field, in me, the awareness field. Everything arises just like the dream tiger, plays for a while, disappears. It is sucked into the black hole of nothingness. Everything, good, bad, comfort, discomfort, pleasure, pain, all of it. So this proves that the world of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch does not exist outside of me, number one. Number two, it is not made of matter, not in my direct experience. In my direct experience, that which comes out of nothingness is obviously bound to be made of nothingness. Common sense. Yeah? I cannot prove that there is an external world made up of matter. So how do I come to this recognition? Again and again taking the correct stand of the drishta. In me the drishta field, waking world appears, disappears. In me the drishta field, dream world appears, disappears. In me the drishta field, deep sleep darkness appears and disappears. I remain constant. I am the fourth Turiya. I am the fourth. So if I am awareness, I am consciousness, I am nothingness, then everything is that. Everything that is born out of awareness, consciousness, nothingness is made up of awareness, consciousness, nothingness. It cannot be made up of anything else. It cannot be made up of something external called matter, which is outside of consciousness. Does not exist. Simply an assumption. Now warning, this is very hard for the ego to digest, because now the ego has to accept that my entire life was a lie. Ego does not like that. Yeah? That is your main struggle on the Advaita Vedanta path. You have to deal with your ego, and only you know how to deal with it. So that is why Advaita Vedanta path is of self-inquiry. I do the self-exploration, I do the self-inquiry, I see it in my direct experience. I taste the sweetness and I prove it to myself that this is reality. Because nobody external to me even exists. There is no outside. It's only when I walk the path sincerely, I recognize, oh, it was knowledge instructing knowledge. Knowledge was instructing that little knowledge that had got covered by the clouds of ignorance. There was never an external world, there was never an external teacher of Advaita in an external world. There was never anybody who had become bound. There was never anything or anybody to be liberated. Clear? 3 bondages and the 3 solutions. Absolutely clear? You should be able to tell me this when I wake you up in the middle of the night. Come on, get up. Tell me what are the 3 bondages and the 3 solutions. Now, right now. And you should be able to tell me like that. 1, 2, 3, like that. Yes? Only when you intellectually grasp it will you develop the thirst to experientially now recognize it at your own level. So ensure that Shravana has happened properly. Shravana means listening. Did you do a good job listening to the 3 bondages and the 3 solutions? Do you get it? Has Shravana really happened properly? Now is your job. If Shravana has happened properly, means I intellectually grasped it. Now I have to do manana. Contemplate on it. Find out what are the doubts that the ego comes up with. Write them down. Now is the time for nididhyasa. Turn on the self-inquiry meditations, which have already been shared with everybody. They are in the Ashtavakra playlist already on YouTube. Play the self-inquiry meditation and see if you can see the truth in your own direct experience. Because there is no other, there is no outside. Yes? That third step where you experientially work on your own self, do a self-inquiry, a self-exploration and see the truth, that is called nididhyasa. Clear? So these are the 3 main steps: Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Just listening to the knowledge is not going to work. You're going to be back to square one in the next Ashtavakra class. Yes? It is important that you go through these 3. Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa. Okay. So we'll take a 5-minute restroom break and we'll come back and we'll do verse number 8.
Record.